Good morning from the beautiful beaches, Turks and Caicos. I am going to take you on a little resort tour this morning, and I'm going to start off over here in the Key West Village. The property is divided up into 5 different villages, and this is one of them. This is the Key West. I'm kind of starting out kind of in the middle of the village, and then we will go from there. There are a lot of concierge suites and 2-3 bedroom villas, even 4-bedroom villas with a private pool, as you can see right here. These come with a butler as well. You can see one of the pools and the back side of Bayside Restaurant that has breakfast and dinner and some midday snacks down at the bottom. And then up at the top you have Sky, which serves breakfast, and then in the evening time for dinner, it is 16 and up at that restaurant. But it's very delicious and very well worth it. And then we have the beach right here. One part of the beautiful Grace Bay Beach. It's just stunning here, and we definitely do not want to go home today. It's very relaxing and very nice. You can see you got some little hammocks here in the middle. Lots of places to relax here. One thing I like about the Key West Village is that it is a very quiet section of the resort. Not as much hustle and bustle as some of the other areas, and that's okay. I think we could all use a little bit of peace and quiet and relaxation at times. I know I definitely needed that before we came on this trip, and I definitely got that, which is a great thing. There are quite a few little sections of the East Village. And here we have an adults only pool. There's someone swimming, so I'm trying not to film that. You can see these have nice little porches on them. And then coming up back here, we're coming up into a little grassy area. More rooms in the Key West Village. And then also we have Bayside Restaurant, which I just referenced, and we just finished eating there. You see we have Bayside Restaurant. And then up top we have the gorgeous Sky Restaurant. Their breakfast and dinner are both delicious. And you can see the ocean is just a few steps away. And I'll take you over here so you can see the view that you get when you have breakfast at Bayside. Also, we're coming up, we have Bayside over here on the right, where we just finished. Good morning.
Good morning.
And over here we also have Neptunes. Neptunes has breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But you can see, here's Bayside right here. And then you see the beach right here from the restaurant. So it's very close. And that way down there is where I started the video. Lots of birds and iguanas, or not iguanas, but lizards, and lots of wildlife around here. Now this property is very large. However, once you kind of get your bearings on how everything is set up, it is very easy to navigate. And also, if you come and someone in your party, has a harder time getting around, they do have golf carts that can come and get you and take you across the resort to where you need to go. We've seen that being utilized quite a bit since we have been here. The gentleman on the bicycle with the red shirt was a butler. And I tried not to film him too much, but he was carrying a thing of hot coffees and then also peddling food that he's taking to the guest. And here's more of their rooms in the Key West section. This over here is the West Village. As you can see, the landscaping, it's just gorgeous and very pristine, and it's like this throughout the whole property. And here we have another pool. It's one awesome thing about this property is that you never are without a pool to swim in. You can see this. It's a smaller pool, so it's definitely not as lively. We are almost to the end of the Key West Village. Like I said, I did not show all of it to you. So as we're finishing with the Key West section, what are your thoughts? Is this that area of the resort you like? Post any comments or questions you have down below. You know, as we move from the Key West section, we're moving over into the Italian Village. And you can see there's the beautiful beach. The last time I came, I had an amazing room over here in the Italian section. It had bunk beds, which my girls thought was extremely cool. They were not with me on that trip as that was a working trip. My room is actually right back here, the third floor on the end. You see you've got stairs and elevators. Make it very easy and quick to navigate and get around.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, and you?
Wonderful, thank you. You can see they're always working on the property. Now over here you have the Italian Village pool. This is one of the more lively areas to be. And up here you can see the balconies of these sections. This is some of the walkout. These are some of the walkout rooms. So you can see, even though they're walkout, depending on where your room is located, it can kind of feel like people are walking right by your room, like I said, depending on where you're located. These are cabanas that are generally reserved for butler guests. So one of the nice perks of having a butler is that you do not have to get up extremely early and come out and hunt for your perfect spot by the pool or at the beach. Your butler can do that for you. One question I get asked a lot is, do I need to bring towels? And no, you do not. You can see there's towels here to be used. One less thing you have to pack. Over here we have the Italian Village pool. They had a show over here the other night. That was really neat. You see we have more of the Italian Village section, the rooms. And then over here you have the Cricketers Pub, which hence by its name it serves pub-like food. And in the evening time they do some adult karaoke and different things. Then right over here, this is Mario's. We ate there the other night. It has breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a buffet for breakfast and lunch, but for dinner you do order off the menu. And we really enjoyed that. And one thing I enjoy about all of these restaurants is there are plenty of room for indoor seating as well as outdoor seating. So if you're a bit more on the COVID conscious side, or you just enjoy eating outdoors, there's definitely plenty of restaurants that accommodate that here. And here there are 21 restaurants and 2 food trucks, so you definitely will not go hungry. And here is one of the resort gift shops and the entrance to Mario's. over here we have the Italian Village lobby and waiting area and the Island Roots desk. So when you check in at in your different, whatever village you're staying in, you'll go in that lobby or waiting area, and that's the Italian behind us. They have plenty of good drinks for everyone, whether you drink alcohol or not. You can get many delicious drinks with or without. Also, they do make some really good kids drinks. Our girls have enjoyed Fairy Princess, Pink Boots, Jungle Juice, which they said tasted very similar to a Fairy Princess. And Lucy, she enjoyed the Strawberry Banana Surprise. She got those over at the kids swim up juice bar in the water park area. But I definitely wanted to show you guys this before we leave today. As you see, this pool is very large. We're still walking the Italian section. There's always something loud and fun and exciting going on here. And here are more Italian Village rooms over here. And you can see here, the people at this cabana, they're celebrating something. The butlers have tied balloons on there for them. And then over here we have Barefoot by the Sea. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've eaten all, and they were all very good. And here is the other bar at the Italian Village pool. And yes, by the name Barefoot on the Beach, it is, your feet are in the sand, so shoes are optional. They do not have a fancy dress code, so you can come in your resort casual attire, bathing suits, cover-ups, t-shirts, shorts. You can dress up if you prefer, but most people do not. And as you can see, it's right by the beach, and you can see all the birds flying around as well. All right, so Italian Village, what are your thoughts on that? Have you ever stayed in the Italian Village? Also drop questions that you have. There's luggage outside the door, which is what we're about to go do as well. Since it is departure day, they give you a time to have your things outside of your door depending on when you're leaving. Now we're at the back of the dive shop. Here you'll get your scuba gear, your snorkel gear. They're a PADI certified center, so you can come knowing how to dive, or if you do not, you can get certified while you're here. There is a portion that's like a written portion that you take, and you can do that before you come. So you already have that part knocked out, and then you just do the part in the water when you get here. So it kind of saves a little bit of time. So that is the back of the dive shop. Then over here, we have the Seaside Villas. It's the third of the 5 villages here. And the Seaside Villas are very nice, and they kind of sprawl around through different sections. Oh, here's one nice thing to point out. There's a 1-mile jogging trail for those who want to jog and not jog on the treadmill. So it's got some rules down at the bottom. And then you can see that it has a nice map that shows you the path. And there have been quite a few people out here running. Not myself, but plenty of others. So right here you can see we've got some Seaside. You can see some of the Caribbean section as well in the back. Now moving on around here, you have the water sports hut. That's the brown hut right there. You see there's a green flag up, which means that all the water sports can go out. So that means your water trikes, your Hobie cats, your paddleboarding, your windsurfing, everything can go out. When the flag changes to yellow, things change a little bit. That means there's no water trikes, there's no paddleboards. Unless, as they said the other day to us, unless you want to pack a bag and end up in Cuba. So it's a green flag, which it was yesterday, which was great. And we'll walk over here a little bit. There's a water trike getting ready to go out. Kevin and Ellie did that yesterday. Lucy had no desire, so we skipped that for her. You see life jackets are provided. You've got paddle boards over there. You've got your kayaks. And then you got my favorite, the Hobie Cat. So before people get out on the beach everywhere, I'll take you down here so you can see it a little bit more. Whew. The sand is very powdery, very soft. The parts of it are very deep. You can see that some of the seating areas are covered. You do not have to have a butler. These are just first come, first serve. I mean, how gorgeous is this? We plan to get a little bit of beach time, pool time, and water park time in today before we leave. So we've got quite a bit on the agenda for today. I'll just stand here for a second and let you take in the gorgeous scenery and sounds. You might notice some inflatable, like water inflatable setup. Those are not operated by beaches. They're different vendors who offer parasailing and things. Speaking of vendors, you do not get vendors. You do have a few on the beach. They're just offering parasailing or hair braiding or beads in your hair, that type thing. But they're not pushy. If you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you, and they'll ask you, and then they'll just go on about their way. So that has not been an issue at all. I know that question comes up often when it comes to beaches, like different beaches that I send clients to. They want to know, are they going to be hounded? Now, coming up out of the beach, we have Schooners. Schooners has breakfast and dinner. We had breakfast there yesterday. It was very good. They have mainly outdoor seating. You can get to-go orders here, and at most of the restaurants you can get to-go orders. The breakfast is pretty standard. At most of the breakfast places, your typical French toast, pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, omelets, fresh fruit, pastries, all the things. Now you'll notice this little gazebo and these little covered areas. We've seen lots of weddings and receptions and candlelight dinners going on up here this week. They do a lot of destination weddings here. If you know, the bride and groom want to bring the whole family, you know, all the kids, cousins, nieces, nephews, all the things, they can come here and have everything taken care of for them. And destination weddings is something that I help clients with as well. So continue on our walk. We are over here again in the Seaside Villas. And hence the name Seaside means they're over here by the sea. You see, they all have nice little patios out here. I think these are really cute. They're really nice inside too. I'll link some pictures, or I'll put some pictures up of those as well so that you can see them. Now right over here you have like the big chess sets. They have those throughout the property. Those are fun. My girls play those. They don't understand it. They don't know anything about chess, but they had fun doing it. Now, right up here we are approaching Camp Sesame. Oh, real quick, we'll show you some of the activities that they have going on during the week. We saw most of these shows. We saw the Welcome Home show, the Night in Hollywood. I've seen the fire dance before. Yeah, the Poolside Fantasy. Our girls went to the beach party last night as a part of the kids club, and they had fun with that. Now here we are, folks, Sesame Street. Beaches and Sesame Street have partnered up, and they have a fantastic kids program here. Now when I say kids program, I'm not talking about all the kids come here, mainly the younger ones at Camp Sesame. They have like letter of the day, number of the day. They do things with the different Sesame Street characters. So there's a lot of fun things. For the older kids, they have different activities for 5 to 7-year-olds, 8 to 10-year-olds, and then it's broken up into tweens and teens after that. So there's definitely something for every age range. And one thing I sometimes hear is, oh wow, beaches look so amazing, but I don't have little kids anymore. Well, as you can see from this tour, there's not just kid stuff in your face. It looks like a really nice resort with, you know, Sesame Street or different little kid things sprinkled in here and there. All right, we are kind of in the middle of the Seaside Villas here. Now we are moving. Oh, and there are bathrooms everywhere all throughout the property as well. So no matter where you are, there's always a place to go when needed. Over here we have the Iguana Pool, and I'll come around the side and show you that in just a moment. You see we're over here on the other side of the seaside. There is an adult jacuzzi right up here. I won't go over there for, you know, just for privacy reasons. I'll get very close. Another pretty little gazebo. Well, let's see if someone is up here. Yes, there you go. There's the adult jacuzzi right here by the ocean. So right back here is a great place to get pizza. It's Bella Napoli or Bella Napoli, however you pronounce that. But they do serve pizzas from about 11 to 5 every day, I believe. We've had a few here. Here you have the Iguana Pool Bar, and they do have a swim up section to this as well. And here's the Iguana Pool. One nice thing I liked about this pool, the Iguana Pool. One nice thing I liked about this pool is that you could, it was easy for even my 5-year-old, even for Lucy to touch. It was easy for her to touch the bottom, which for little kids, that's a very important part of a pool. For many of them, is they like being able to touch. And I wanted to show you the pool bar. It is a swim up. They do serve kids drinks and juices here, and smoothies and things. So this is one pool area that we really enjoyed on this trip. Now, moving on, I'll kind of take you around. There's a nice little courtyard area over here to enjoy your pizza. There are a few umbrellas in this section, but then there are quite a few tables that do not have much shade to them, but you can get your pizzas to go. We got ours to go every day that we got them. And how pretty is this gazebo? These are very popular for weddings and things. There's so many excellent spots to have a wedding here. A wedding or reception, or even like a company cocktail party if you bring your company here or your family. Again, there's the adult jacuzzi, another little towel hut. Some nice seating up here. This is really nice in the evening to watch the sunset and just sit and relax. I just have to stop here for a second and say, look at all the colors to this water. All the shades of teal and turquoise, and then the darker spots. I mean, it really is clear and beautiful. This video does not do it justice. And here we have another gazebo. Now you can see here some other things they offer. They've got basketball, shuffleboard. Right up here is Arizona's. We've eaten dinner here a couple of times, so this is your like Tex-Mex type plate. It's very good. They also have indoor and outdoor seating as well. And we're coming up on another pool. This one is in the Caribbean Village. And we'll show you right here. We are right at the water. Again, stunning. This is Arizona's. Now last night there was a beach party, and the beach party was happening down here at Treasure Beach. There's also the Jerk Shack down here as well. But this was the place to be last night. Was for the beach party. And then we'll go down here to one of the most famous spots on this property. There's a special sign. If you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. We're almost there. There's the Jerk Shack, your Caribbean, Jamaican type food. This is where the beach party was last night. This was happening place. And then here is the famous sign. It says, "I wish I could stay here forever." And I know that both of my girls echo that sentiment. Another beautiful section of the beach. You can see they're setting up for a wedding here. Always events and weddings going on here. One nice thing about doing your wedding at a beaches or a sandals property is that they can customize it to your budget, your party size, your taste. They're all different. Also, there is an option too to retie the knot if that's something you've been looking at doing. They do a lot of those, and they do offer a free wedding. There's several criteria you have to meet, but they do offer free weddings, which, as we know, weddings get very expensive. And here's that pool that's right over here by Arizona's. Now we did notice that this pool is deeper than the others. See lots of cabanas for the butler service guests. This pool is a lot deeper. I'd say this one is probably about at least 4 feet or so deep, at least. Our girls found it hard to touch here without assistance. I'm 5 feet tall and I struggled a little bit. Here you have some cozy hammocks to relax on. This is the 4th village back here. This is the Caribbean. This is the Caribbean section. You can see this is the Salt Cay Villas. Over there, part of Seaside Villas also. This back here is the Caribbean section. One thing I like about this section is that it is close to 2 pools. It's close to Arizona's, Schooner's, Reflections Restaurant, which is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet. The Caribbean section is it's kind of nice and kind of tucked away. We're coming around here, and there's some more sections over here of it, but we will skip that part for now. But you can see here, you've got a basketball court. There've been quite a few people out here playing basketball. You've got another one of the large chess sets. You've got the hammocks for relaxing. You've got shuffleboard, And the items for shuffleboard and basketball can be rented out at the activity hut, which we will be passing in a minute. And this pool is a little deeper, has a really pretty waterfall. It's a fun place to be too. But just a heads up for your littler, for your younger swimmers, that that one's hard for them to touch in, and it's like that all the way around. Shuffleboard. Do you know how to play shuffleboard? I have no idea how to play, but if you do, I'd love to hear about it. Tell me in the comments when you learned to play shuffleboard. Our room is right back here in the Caribbean section. Our home away from home for the past 7 nights. We're sad that we have to go home today. And if you notice these little brown, look like little birdhouse type things, those are the like Wi-Fi boxes. There's Seaside Villas, Caribbean cuisine. This is Reflections, restaurant, buffet, pool. This is really pretty at night when it's all lit up. This is the Caribbean Village lobby. Also, if you do a Sesame Street character breakfast, will also be in this building. There's a gift shop on the other side of the lobby as well. But you have Reflections. You can see there are all sorts of places to go. So now coming around, we are going to stop at the activity hut, the photo shop, and the playground. Here we are at the activity hut. You can see the hours that they are open. You notice they have physical distancing rules, protocols in place. Talks about resort orientation. You can see all the games they have to rent out for the day. That's included, no cost for those. Here we have the snapshots. It's where we went and viewed our pictures yesterday from our complimentary photo session down at the beach. Oh, you're fine. We had some really good pictures to choose from. And then here is the playground. Hello, guys. How is the playground?
Great.
Daddy, how is the playground?
Great.
Hot?
It is hot.
It is hot. I've been using my mask to wipe my face.
We have been here for 25 minutes.
What?
So
Probably exactly.
Y'all ready to go back and pack? We need to go back and pack and get on our bathing suits so we can do what? Where are we going? The beach, the pool, the
hut.
water park? Yep.
Look.
Is this so fun over here, girls?
Yes. Whoa. I only like the hot.